Welcome to my wheels video. Firstly, a big shout out and thanks to the Subaru 4x140 PCD Wheels Facebook group. There you can find the full reference guide I use in this video. Some final housekeeping. For the uninitiated, old Subarus use the god-awful 4x140 bolt pattern, which limits you to a few rare and hard to come by wheel options. If at any point during this video you think, far out, this bloke's an idiot, let me know your opinions in the comments. If you manage to escape 4x140 wheel jail, let me know which method you used in the comments. And lastly, a big thanks to Bantam Works. This photo is from the 1985 Subaru Motorsports calendar. Combining motorsports and agriculture seemed like a fitting backdrop. And on top of it is this, the tier list that I'm going to be working with for this video. Pretty basic, but should do the job. So the first wheel I'm going to look at is the wagon wheel. These came predominantly in a white paint or a chrome finish, which I haven't seen, but according to the guide exists. Personally, I've never really been a fan of these. The more common you see is the white rim that's just rusty. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the C tier purely because it's worse, but it's not anything I would rock. Next up are these 4-spoke wheels. 13s, they kind of remind me of like Vita Beetle wheels. I reckon maybe rebarreled and on like an older Brumby, they look pretty cool. So I might just put them in the B tier for now and then maybe change it later on. So we've got these 4 Jelly Bean mag wheels. I think they're a Subaru of America only wheel. They look alright on a Brat, so I might just stick them in the B tier. They're nothing awesome and they're pretty much only suited to that car. Another 4-spoke wheel, these 13-inch Subaru alloys. They look pretty okay. They suit pretty much all the Gen 2s and Gen 3 cars. So they're a versatile wheel, but they're not standoutish in any way. They don't particularly look cool. I might just leave these in the B tier, but possibly push them up later. That brings us to these, the Motions. Again, another alloy, 13. They only really suit the Vortex, and then the problem is they make it look like a Honda Prelude. So I'm gonna just say it, these are a C tier wheel. They're not awesome, and they're not really worth it, so bad luck. Another 13 and alloy, the Rallies. I've seen these on the brochure for the 1986 range. They're on like an XT on a golf course. They look okay there, but I think they're better suited to the Gen 2 design language, like maybe a Gen 2 Justy or like Leone or something, but you wouldn't catch me rolling on these, like C tier. Yeah, definitely C tier. I'm going to run these next 3 kind of as a set because they're all 13s and they're all alloys and they're all by Subaru. And I'll start with the obvious, which is the Notched and the Premier are D tier 100%. They are so ugly. It's like I would not be seen dead with these on a car I own.
Mega ugly.
The H-style rim, I'm going to give it a pass. I'm going to put it in the B tier. And that's going to sound weird, but these wheels were designed, just weird Japanese stuff. They were designed to be an aero rim. So they started with a rim that was like flat faced, and then they measured the way it gives off air and how it cools brakes and stuff. So they're just like a weird over-engineered 13. They also only look good on the XT or the Vortex. They're a bit unique, but I really like them. I run them on my car, so I'm biased, so deal with it. The turbines are cool, but they don't punch above the B tier, unfortunately. Another D tier fender, just so
mega ugly.
Okay, so the wheels are starting to get a bit grim. Nothing's hit like A tier yet. Enter Cheviot. The Hot Wires and the Stars, both are A tier, very easily A tier. I actually had Hot Wires on my car when I first got it, and they're a good look, but I wanted like an OEM, aero, fitting for what the car is kind of deal. So I ended up moving those on. Old mate runs them on a EJ Swap Brumby, and it is a hot look. Similar to my other friend, he runs these Stars on his Space Blue Vortex, and also really cool. Just both of these are a cool looking wheel. There is better stuff, but yeah, these are sitting front and center of the A tier. Pretty damn good wheels. You might remember the 4 jelly beans earlier. Well, it turns out 5 is the magic number. So in the US, if you can track down some Shelbys, that's a pretty damn good wheel. They look good on a Leone, they look good on the wagon. They're just a good wheel. The Cope Cheviot versions, they're okay. I've seen them on like a tan Leone, and it looked pretty tough. So I'm gonna put these in the A tier just for like versatile, looks good. Yeah, pretty much that. So all of these wheels have spokes, and it would seem like I could rule them out in like one hit. Basically, they're all C tier, except the Bridgestone wheels. The Zoners have like a whack offset, and the Spintos look pretty cool. The reason why they get the pass is because like a tire company making wheels doesn't really happen anymore, and they're Japanese. So yeah, suck shit, that's my opinion. The Almexes by Yokohama, like same sort of thing. I don't really rate them, but with the matching tires, better than anything in the C tier. So automatic B tier, personally not a big fan. We're a few options deep, and I still haven't talked about dynamic sun ratios. And I'm not going to, because they're just like a default valid option. I think they look pretty good on any fairly clean off-road style Subaru. Where they would go on a tier list is kind of hard to rank. They're full valid, especially if they're clean. What I will talk about though is the first S tier wheel, and it's not what you think. The Scorpion. Now, the reason the Scorpion is an S tier wheel is because it has super early 90s like EJ Brumby swap stees. I always see these on like complete veteran cars. I don't rate the look, but they're just cool. It's what you'd see on like an EJ Brumby with like a rip curl sticker on the back. Completely cool option. 100% S tier, despite what you'd think. Dropping down a rung on the ladder, we've got these 14-inch wheels by Subaru. They came in white, silver, and chrome. The reason I'm putting them in the A tier is because they're a 14, and I reckon they're the best looking 14 by Subaru. So lets you stay at OEM and gives you better tire options. So I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Another A tier wheel is this Bridgestone Motion, incorrectly labeled. I think out of the Bridgestone wheels, it's the best looking, and considering the relationship between Bridgestone and early Subaru, I'm gonna put that in the A tier. We've also got the Subaru Motorsports wheels, both the partial and full fins. These are actually manufactured by Kit Trial, so they got Kit Trial on a few of them, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna chuck them in the A tier. I don't think they look that great, but they should probably get more credit being the official Subaru Motorsports Special Group wheel. Okay, Oz Racing wheel in a 14-inch. You paint this white, you get some red decals from boxerbeauty.com. S tier wheel, any day of the week. So you might have heard that term OEM Plus. I'm gonna call the gold Enkeis OEM Plus. Like, gold Enkeis on a Subaru, that's pretty damn synonymous. Like, you find me a World Rally Blue WRX without gold Enkeis, I mean, you probably can, but still, these are a good ass wheel. I'm gonna put them in the S tier. Impossible to find, the limited comp less desirable, but yeah, these are a good wheel. I have Enkeis on my MX-5 and good wheel. Getting into the realm of wheels manufactured by Performance, we've got the Marquee. They look pretty hot on this Vortex, not gonna lie, but they're still a basic looking wheel, so I'm just gonna put these in the A tier. Okay, so the modulars that Performance make are an interesting one. I really like these. I think they're like the gentleman's like choice of utilitarian wheel. I think they look really good on Leones, and they look really good on L series. I used to see like a lot of wheels that look like this on like older Suzuki, so I'm super biased. But yeah, these are an S tier wheel. I don't know how rare these are, but I think they look really good. And that leaves us with the super lights to drool over. Doesn't matter if they're 13, 14, 15 or 16, mini lights or super lights, they're just a design that's licensed. So in Australia, Performance makes them, and they are a very good looking wheel. I really like these. Definitely S tier, no doubt about it. My mate has these on his Vortex. They look so good. I've seen these on anything from a Hillman Imp to an RX-7, and they're a good looking wheel. So S tier. So if you were wondering earlier why the Chevy Hot Wires went into B tier, that's because these Yeah Bud Simmons exist, and these are a good wheel. These look really, really, really nice. I always thought these on like a two-tone grey silver Vortex would be a mean look. So yeah, S tier for sure. Remember like 2 seconds ago when I said Enkis are pretty good and, you know, like Japanese wheels are king? The Enki Spirits don't cut it. These are a B tier wheel. I just don't like the look of them, unfortunately. I think there's enough better 13 options, so bad luck. So Racing Heart. Dunlop also makes a wheel that looks incredibly similar, so I'll just like lump my opinion in with these. These are a solid wheel. They look pretty good. I prefer the silver to the white. I'm gonna just put them at the A tier for now. I might bump them down, I might bump them up, we'll see. Next on the chopping block are these Hayashi racing wheels. I reckon they'd look really good on like a hatch or like a two-door Leone, like the early style ones. I've also seen Hayashi Streets on Yahoo Auctions. So yeah, these are a really class wheel. S tier for sure. Would definitely run these myself, even though I don't have the car for them. News to me are these cow wheels. Never seen them on anything. I'm guessing they're probably like American or European or something, because I have not seen a photo of these. I'm gonna put the gold and the white into the C tier, and I'm gonna put the black and the chrome into the B tier, just because I think maybe with like a kind of chrome theme in the engine bay, clean rockers, clean engine, that kind of thing, the chrome could look kind of cool. But yeah, these are B at best. Another S tier wheel, the SSR Formula Mesh. No doubt about it, these are a crowd favorite, so S tier for sure. And the last S tier wheel, these 3-piece Alpines. Super sick. I think they're super rare, definitely European, but they would look really cool on like a Brumby or something. One of the few wheels that from this entire video has a good amount of dish just by standard, and I think with that offset they'd look pretty damn cool. What about Peugeot wheels? Well, weird tires and annoying lug nuts. If Peugeot wheels were an ice cream flavor, they'd be pralines and dick.